Hi y'all!
I'm Tamara.
And I'm Gabby.
And welcome to I'd Rather Be Stitching.
Welcome back.
Or welcome back. This is our channel where we talk about cross stitch and
crochet.
If we're completely honest, all fiber arts, because between the two of us, we like pretty much every fiber art there is. So, welcome back to our channel, or welcome if it's your first time. We are sorry about the delay again. We have the best intentions every time of doing it once a month, but we, this year, all of our, let me back up a minute. This is what happens when it's unscripted. So we are Jewish. If y'all are new, you might not know that. And there are 2 times of the year when there are back-to-back holidays. I said holiday. Holidays. There's the ones in the spring, which is Passover, the Festival of Matzah, and Shavuot, or Pentecost, as some people call it. And then there's the ones in the fall.
Can you not hit me in the face, please?
The ones in the fall, which are Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot, or the Feast of Tabernacles. But they all, this year, were in October. So we were very busy.
We had a very busy month.
We did. Then we had a little mini reunion. They had a 2-day break from school. It was really Columbus Day. And we painted the living room and the hallway finally. So yay, that's done.
Yay! And I had a art project that tried to kill me.
This girl.
And that was why we were like
2 weeks
later. Oh yeah,
2 weeks later.
We had to postpone.
We did. We postponed a few times.
So long story short, we've been busy.
We have. So life.
Yeah.
But we just want to apologize and let you know that we try.
We tried.
We try every time to get here once a month. But we have lots of progress. We have announcements.
She has lots of progress.
She's got good progress
for a little bit of
having been so busy with art and school. But anyway, so we're going to get into it now after that ginormous segue.
Yeah.
With finishes.
Finishes!
Yay! I finally finished this guy. Autumn Sampler. So for a while, I just hyper focused on this because I really wanted to hang it on the wall. As you can see, it is not hanging on a wall because I really don't know how to do the fully finishing part. Normally I just slap it in glass or make a magnet and put it on the fridge, but this, I don't know if it shows up very well, but I actually put beads on these crows, and all of these little centers of flowers were supposed to be a single stitch, and I didn't want to do that, so I practiced beading instead, which is great because with the invisible thread, you guys can't see that this thing is covered with zigzags to put those beads on in one long string. So I did practice beading. I think I've kind of gotten the hang of it, so I'm gonna really be ready to start that Mill Hill kit.
It's gonna be a masterpiece, right, Mom? You're gonna do it perfectly with no hiccups because you're a master at beading.
Sure. Well, we'll say that. But I did finally finish it. So if anybody has any suggestions for a cute way to fully finish it that is not putting it in a frame, then I'm open to suggestions because I'm really new at that kind of stuff. But I did finish it. I love it. And it's just been sitting on the cabinet up there flat.
Yeah. Just, you know.
So you can see it when you walk by. And it,
except when we pile up the cabinet with stuff to go out.
But we don't do that.
We don't?
Because we clean.
Oh, no, yeah, we don't. We don't do that. Anyway,
so Gabby has a finish.
I have a fully finished.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only thing I've finished in quite a while. And it is a little dino. It's going to be on the screen somewhere. And I made it because a friend of mine at college had a bad birthday, and me and my friends all decided to team up and get him all something small. And so I did it in like 2 days, and it was the fastest I'd ever finished something.
That is totally cute.
And he named it Bartholomew the 14th. So
perfectly appropriate dinosaur name.
Yes, definitely. And that's the only thing I've finished since the goose a while ago. All right, over to you.
But new starts.
New starts.
Yes,
Woo!
of which there are many. So before I show you these, I want to let y'all know that I went ahead and decided to do the 50 new starts before I turned 50, which I've actually, I've wrestled with this idea since I turned 48 back in April, because I was watching Lori from Lore Stitches, and she is doing the 50 before 50. And, but then I was watching the Crafting Gaming Jamie and her whip down, and I'm like, oh no, I'm going to whip down instead. That lasted for like 2 weeks. And then I'm like, no, I'm going all in. I'm doing 50 new starts before 50. I did backdate it to my last birthday because I've started quite a number of things this year. So I'm already up to 10. But I don't know how many. I don't know how many of the ones I'm fixing to show you are included in that count. I don't remember. But also, whatever, I'll get to plans. That's in plans. So let's get to the new starts. So, Cross Stitch the Globe, the ladies there are doing the Make It Murder Sal. And you take a cute pattern and you murderize it somehow. So I bought, I don't remember who did this, but it'll be on the screen. I bought it from Etsy like a month or so ago, and I started it. This is my start. I think it's called Fish and Aquarium or something like that. Sorry. I never can do this board as well as Gabby does. Gabby, can you be my board girl?
I'll be bored for you.
So this is what I have so far, just a lot of green, but this time I brought the chart that is a rough draft, so just remember that. Whoop, right here. This is the chart. So what my idea was that this fella he just dropped a body in the water. It's
as one does.
Sinking. And he is fleeing the scene. So he actually, I like the size that he is, but I think the body needs to be a little bigger because it's going to be in the foreground. And as you can tell, it was drawn with a cinder block weighing him down, but we went to Hobby Lobby recently.
As you do.
We got so much great stuff, but one of the things was this amazing charm. And it was on sale for 50% off or whatever. So, like, technically only paid 50 cents for it. And even if I end up not using it, I'm like, it was 50 cents. It's worth a shot. But I think the anchor will look super cute with the body sinking.
Adorable.
So that's my start on that. Which it's a lot of fun, but anyone can join. I think it's going until, I don't know if it's halfway through January or all the way through January, but again, that is Stephanie and Allison from Cross Stitch the Globe, and anyone is welcome to join with any pattern, and you can murderize it
however you want.
Exactly. So my next start was actually the kit that Gabby got me for my birthday.
Finally.
As I said, I was trying to whip down, but since that didn't work, we're just going all in. This is the Together Dogs, and from Hobby Lobby. Yes, I love Hobby Lobby. But anyway, that is my start on that, and all of the information is floating in our faces somewhere. And the final new start, I just started this yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, this one requires a bit of an introduction. So, I was watching Elle, the Keystone Stitcher, and she, as as well as other people who knew this before me because I don't know stuff, was telling how Jody, who owns the store Unconventional X Stitch, had a house fire, and she runs the business out of her home and therefore lost like all her inventory. So there's different people doing different things to like drive business back to her for digital patterns so that they can, you know, still have income and rebuild and stuff, which is a horrible tragedy. But I already had a wish list for that website, and so I went and I bought a pattern, which is this one, and I started it. And if you're paying attention, which I was not when I bought the pattern, this is now a girl unicorn. So I'm just saying, I didn't want the extra bits in the picture. And I don't know how I missed it when I saw the pattern. I'm like, I was just so focused on the words that I didn't even really pay attention to the unicorn. So this is a female unicorn. Also, I have done a complete color conversion because I wanted to use the fabric that Gabby and I dyed.
We had leftover dye from
Different projects.
Yeah, something we were doing.
I think the Arctic animals.
I think so. And we did this for funsies.
For fun. But it was such a nice piece, and it was the perfect size for this project. So rather than have a pink unicorn all over this pink fabric, I've gone ahead and done a color conversion. Plus, I didn't like the rainbow hair because I thought it was just too many colors with the main unicorn colors. So we've converted that to, it's going to match, the words will kind of go with the hair instead of having all the different colors. But this is my small start that I did last night whilst we were watching, what? Unbreakable? Is that what it's called? Unbreakable and Split. Yep. And hopefully tonight we'll watch Class, but we'll see because Gabby has schoolwork and art and all the grown-up things. But so far I love this stitch. So if y'all want to help, you know, Jody and her family at Unconventional Cross Stitch, by the way, her family and pets were all safe, so thank God for that. But you can just pop over there and buy a pattern or 3 or whatever.
And as for my new
starts for Gabby,
I aside from the start and finish Triceratops thing, I haven't really started much. But I did get back around. I have been trying to get back around to working on the Granny Square vest that I started last year. No, this year.
No.
But, no, it was this year. It was like February.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Gosh, that was so long ago.
Yeah, I know. And so I did this. Did a little star. It's going to be an applique for a Granny Square. But it's not, I mean, it's sort of a start and finish, but it's not fully finished because I don't have the square part of the Granny Square. So
it's something.
It's something. It's something. And also, I cannot remember if I've shown these before. These are from months ago. These are from the last time I was working on this. I have a little cloud and its background. I just haven't been sewn together. So there's those.
They went missing in the move.
They did go missing. And I found them.
The pill. What was the pill?
The pill was a, what's that animal called? A possum. It's a possum that I think I showed already.
Yes, but right now
and
it's a pill with a tail.
I haven't worked on it.
But that one was just found too, so.
Yeah, we found them. They had disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And she found them.
So.
But those are my new starts.
And then we have, we're mixing up the crochet with the other stuff this time because Gabby didn't want to sit here quietly forever. Bless her heart. So, this is my crochet new start,
which is,
it's a circle.
Gonna be this.
Which she also got me for my birthday.
Dollar Tree.
But I'm going very slowly because I need direct supervision with anything in a circle like this because I'm terrible at it and I get the stitches mixed up. But it is the
how to count them.
Yeah, I don't. don't.
Doesn't
I can
know where to
count.
put her stitches.
I just can't count in a circle, apparently.
Bless her heart.
But this is cute, and she's helping me with it. So
We started that a couple days ago.
But it's actually been like a week now. Shh. Anyway, and my last new start is actually a pair of socks, which
Another pair of socks.
yes, because last year I did a St. Jude's fundraiser online where you like pledged to knit something in a certain amount of time and you raise money from your Facebook friends. And I was able to, I think they set everyone like a default goal of $250, and I barely made that, but I did make the $250 goal that we raised for St. Jude, and I finished a pair of socks. It took me a month, and I had to do them in 2 different colors because otherwise there's just too many dangly bits all the same color, and it got really confusing. So for the second pair, I had to do the same thing so that when I'm done, I'll have a pair of purple socks and a pair of red socks. But they're also in different stages, as you can see, because this one, I've just done the heel flap, but this one,
Heel flap.
I just said that.
You said heel flap.
Whatever. So I just did the
heel
on this sock. And then after I do the gusset and the turn and whatever else it's called, then you pop over to the second one and do all of that with this one. But I'm very excited to do this, and it's still been almost a month. But the actual, I'm just going to show y'all. See this cuff? I don't know if it shows up very well, but do you see how it looks very cuff-like? The first pair were so bad that instead of looking like a cuff, it looks like popcorn. So the rest of the sock looks pretty good, but the cuff part is just like popcorn because I messed it up. But I'm doing a lot better on this pair, so I'm really excited to be...
and then you'll have 2 differently shaped pairs of socks.
But you know what? You know who's excited about this other than me? My mom, and she's already said, oh, can I have a pair when you're done? And I'm like, well, do you really want a pair? They're kind of ugly. And she's like, I don't care if they're ugly. You made them, and I think that's wonderful. Because that's the kind of thing that moms say. So, I am almost done with my second pair of socks. And then there's more on that at the end when we get to haul.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So, now. Whoops. You want to go first?
Yeah. This is a collective whip. I can't really claim much progress, but y'all, I finally started stitching one of the owls. I did it. I started.
That's this one. This one's hers.
Yeah, the one that's barely done. Yeah, this little white blob right here. That's me. I did that. Yay!
Yay, Gabby! But it was a quick win. That was only...
Yeah, that was like an episode of House worth of time.
Yeah, so that was good.
Because I haven't had much time. I've been having to do art in the evenings instead of crafting.
Which sucks. Her schooling is getting in the middle of our crafting time, guys. Anyway, so this one I finished this part that I was doing, and then I had to skip up here to this owl because we lost this green, and I forgot to make a note of what it was because it was a substitution. Because the actual called for color was like this color of green, and it washed out.
In.
So I did eventually figure out which green that was, so I was able to start here, which is the same shade of green. But I was having so much fun with the owl, I didn't finish these in the circle yet. And I just realized I never did his eyes because that color was missing too. I know where it is now also, but it was missing, and I was sitting outside because it was nice, and I didn't want to come inside and find it. So
that's that. I finally did, as promised, start working on it.
And it's a quick win.
More. Well,
that owl is a very quick win.
One would think. And then the only other thing I've worked on is the Whim, which did you say it just released the final?
Yes.
So the final chapter
part.
just released, and
We're still on the intro.
I haven't even actually finished the tree.
But it's all part of the intro. We're literally still on the intro.
We're still the prologue. So I've done some hill.
There's actually going to be a house under that hill.
Yeah, eventually. One can hope. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Those are my whips.
Well, this is since we're...
You disgust me.
Since we're talking about our wandering in Middle Earth, I finished the left side of the house.
Isn't it sickening?
Look at the rose bush, though. It's so pretty. But I finished it. I'm not doing any of the garden or sidewalk or any of that stuff that's down here because there's all different kinds of like color conversions that people are doing.
Oh yeah, and I can't decide. I haven't done my lanterns on my tree because I can't decide what colors I want for it there yet.
Yeah, and so all of these, like the windows, the doors, everything, you get to pick your own colors for. And since I hadn't decided yet when the garden started over here, what color even my shutters were going to be, I was like, I don't know what color to do. So I just skipped all the garden for now. And I'm going to do the tree or the house and everything, and then I'll go back and finish the garden later when I know what it's going to look like. But stitching that whole left side of the house actually finished one of my whip goals, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's why it got so much progress, to be honest. But I'll talk about whip go also at the end, because I think that you guys will be proud of me. This was all the progress I made before I decided to start all the things, though.
Weirdos.
This is Weirdos. I've also made quite a bit of progress on here. I did this over here, and I started...
Look, it's starting to look like real shapes.
Yeah, a heart. You can almost tell that it's a heart.
If you
And this
your
is
brain.
Harley Quinn's little
Jester
hat. Right there. That's the beginning of her hat. So... it's getting there. I'm sorry about the dog. She thinks that she always needs to be outside. So she's whining to go out. But she just came in. So that's Weirdos. I did a pretty good job on that. All of these got at least 5 days of progress each because I don't remember what month it was.
Wasn't it October?
Well,
I don't know.
July.
I don't pay enough attention for that.
Oh gosh, it was July and October. Yeah, July and October.
I'm gonna pretend this is my whip. Wild Skull.
But look how much progress I made on that. Yeah, that's right.
This is the right
It
way.
is. It is. Yeah.
This is the right way.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can tell by this flower. This is how I always orient it. Because that flower is...
I was looking at the eye socket.
This is the eye socket.
Is this not the other eye socket?
I don't know, actually. Maybe.
Typically, skulls have 2 eye sockets.
That's fair. So yeah, it probably is. Anyway.
Wild Skull.
Wild Skull.
Some amount of days of progress.
I think 5, possibly 10. I don't remember. But progress is progress. That's our motto, isn't it? Ladies. All you ladies out there. I'm sorry for the dangly threads. Okay, this is the
Deadly Aquarium,
which is finished. The stitch along is over, but I'm still at the beginning. And so...
look at that thing.
oh yeah.
Look how menacing it looks.
What is that,
Isn't
the
it
barracuda?
cool? Yeah, barracuda.
But I got a pole, y'all. I finally stitched a pole and I stitched a little... they have to see it.
I want to see it though.
So I got the barracuda. I got I can't remember what kind of jellyfish that is, but I did it, and then I stitched a pole and a little bit.
Is it
of
the
the
man
back.
of war?
I don't remember. No, I think it had some other wackadoodle name. But if you're stitching it, you know. And Or you might know. I'm stitching it and I don't know, so there's no telling. I made a little bit of progress on the Arctic Animal Sow. I did the whole bunny. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you've already seen this because I did put an update. But this, one of my goals for Whip Go was to finish a section, and I picked the hare as my section for that month. And I did it, and I named it Nova. That's our granddaughter's name. And she's just so cute, and this was such a cute bunny. And I'm like, ah, Nova. Plus, I needed a short name, so, because I cut the naming plaque in half to make room for the one up here, because I'm going to extend the one up there. Because I think all these animals need their own names, because of the walrus. You know, I named him Frankie, and now I'm like, oh, well, now they all have to have names.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That'd be wrong.
It would be. And then, not the last whip, but another one. I also made really good progress. This one, I just really like stitching this. It's just got so many,
charming.
Yeah, so many bright colors. It's all the little motifs make it interesting to stitch because I get bored. Like on the fish in a bottle or whatever it's actually called one, all I'm stitching is green, and they are beautiful shades of green, and I love that fabric.
Unbroken.
Yeah, it's just green, color. Which makes it really easy to take with us to places, and it makes it go really quickly. But after so long of stitching green, I'm like, look, I need other colors. So I'm really liking this. I've made a lot of progress, and I'm very pleased.
Yeah. Castle Homecoming.
Castle Homecoming. I didn't say it. Sorry. Castle Homecoming. So I love that one. That's a lot of fun. And I did finish the border all around it, so that's like as big as it's going to be. And the last one is my oldest whip, shamefully old whip. This is our family crest. Our family crest. It will eventually say Langford at the bottom. But in the meantime, I finished all of this stuff up here. This was super, super heavily confettied. I finished it all. I finished this arrow and the up one, the pointed up one. And then I started some stuff over here. And I'm just working on filling all of these other things in because Whip Go, am I right? All the different squares on my Whip Go board are making me work on this a lot. So I have made great progress on it this year. I'm actually pleased with that. But I'm working on the next page, the next finish a page call that I have, I think is why I was working over here. Because it was the closest to having a page finished. So,
all right.
What next?
Haul. Okay.
Oh, haul.
So,
yes.
Socks. We have sock. We have
sock fever.
Sock fever. Yes.
Yes.
I have yarn fever. I have having money for the first time in my life and being in a Hobby Lobby fever.
Her own money in a Hobby Lobby is dangerous.
Very dangerous.
And everything, when we went, like literally everything was either 40% off or 50% off. Like, you can't not walk out with a bag full of stuff at that price.
So I got yarn. Look at this yarn.
It's beautiful.
And it's even prettier in person, I'm sure. And it's so soft. I cannot stress how soft this yarn is.
And this is a Hobby Lobby brand, isn't it?
It is a Hobby Lobby brand.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Baby B Sweet Delight Prince Woodland Elderberry color.
Nice.
And it's just so like cottagecore and like nice to look at. And
I got yarn.
She got yarn. She got these two. Yarn Bee. It's like the same brand, just like a different.
Just not the Baby
thing.
Bee.
Yeah.
This is their main brand. But this is
soft and sleek.
Pretty and peacock, so it's kind of shades of blue.
And then this one's Irish Rain, so
And
it's like green.
The socks,
They're also very soft.
Yeah, they are super soft.
Really
I'm
thin.
really excited about this. This is also what has motivated me to work on the socks so much, because once I finish that pair,
Oh yeah,
I get to
we're
start
making
this.
socks.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
yes. So she's teaching me amigurumi,
And
that
she
little plant,
is going to teach me how to make socks.
two
how
at a
to knit
time
socks.
in the round.
Because I did try. I don't know if I've talked about this before, y'all. I do not knit. I tried when I was about 9 years old to learn how to knit. I was trying to do a washcloth. Like the easiest possible thing to knit.
Yeah.
I'm left-handed. I was trying to learn it left-handed. I got so frustrated because my patience and my attention span was much shorter than.
They were that of a 9-year-old.
Yes. An impatient 9-year-old at that.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave up and I tried to start learning it right-handed. And that, because nobody could help me. Because she was learning how to knit and my brother was learning how to knit from my grandma at the same time.
And we're all right-handed, but her.
Yeah, and they could not help me when I wasn't around my grandma. They couldn't help me because they were still learning too. And it was just so frustrating. So I was trying to learn right-handed, try to start over.
Mm-hmm.
And that was also very frustrating, so I gave up. And I have not touched a pair of knitting needles since then.
But I infected her with
I really
the sock
wanted to
bug.
buy this yarn. I really wanted to buy yarn. That's the thing. I wanted to buy yarn because it was so nice. And I'm like, but I don't know what to do with it. I can't just buy yarn for no reason. So she's like, you should make a pair of socks.
Look how cheap the needles are. You should make a pair of socks. And this is important. This is an important fact because the needles that I bought, I got from one of those private shops, and they were like $18 or $20 for a pair of knitting needles.
And these were on sale.
These were $4.
I thought they were on sale beyond that.
No, this is probably the only thing we paid full price for. $4 needles. But look at that. It's almost long enough. It's a little shorter, so she won't have she won't get 8 inches of space between her socks.
I'm gonna make a pair of socks with this yarn.
Yay! Socks.
I'm excited, but
Me too.
The time. I just have to have the time to do it.
And I bought a pack of beading needles because when I
sometimes
bought
you just need a
beading,
good beading.
no, look, I bought the wrong kind of beading needle before. I got the kind that's called open eye, which means like the whole.
Can you
the
believe
needle
this
is this
amateur?
long. The needle is this long, and the whole middle part of it is open. And I'm like, I don't even know what craziness this is. So I had one beading needle from the Mill Hill kit, which I took out to bead that autumn sampler. And I'm like, I'm about to get serious with some beading, so I need a pack of them. So I got a whole pack. Also, we got tons of buttons to make.
She got tons of buttons.
I did, but
I got charms for earrings.
These were her charms.
Those were
They're
my
lobsters.
charms.
They're adorable.
And then these like iridescent stars.
Mm-hmm.
But she stole my lobsters.
I didn't steal them. I said, "Can I wear them today?" And she said, "Well, yes, mother, you may."
Yeah, I sound exactly like that. Anyway.
Because that is the kind of family we are. So I have a lot
the other day too.
of buttons, a lot of buttons to turn into needle minders. I say we because she, by default, is like, "Oh, Mom, can I have some?" So she gets some.
Okay.
But I just attached the magnet to the back. I had enough to do 15 needle minders, and apparently only enough magnets left to do 9 needle minders. So those 9 are drying. Once they've cured completely, we'll put it, obviously they'll be cured by the time a picture comes in here. But you'll get to see the really cute button needle minders. And the buttons were all on sale. Hold on, I'm not done. I'm so excited about the Hobby Lobby sale.
I have more yarn!
So buttons! But I have to tell them about the magnets. So
the magnets.
when you buy needle minders, most people are getting the real flat buttons from, I guess, Amazon to put on their needle minders, which are great. I like them, but they're really expensive on Amazon. And here is my funky hookup with the neodymium magnets. I was going to tell you, but now I've forgotten what it's called.
Harbor.
Harbor Freight. Yes, thank you. Harbor Freight has these little tubes. There's 10 in a tube, and they're like $3 or 3 and some change for 10. It's a really good deal. And the only thing is they're a little taller of a profile, just a little bit, and their diameter is a little smaller.
Yeah.
But I have discovered that they work just as well as the magnets for the needle minders that I purchased. So even though they're smaller and a little taller, they work really, really well. And the glue,
especially if you have a smaller button or charm or whatever you're putting it on.
yeah. So these are the magnets I use for all my needle minders, and occasionally the glue, you know, I use that E6000, whatever it's called, and sometimes the glue will unstick, but I'm constantly taking a needle minder off and putting it on something else, taking it off and putting it on something else, because I don't have enough needle minders. And I'm starting 50 projects, guys. I need more needle minders.
Theoretically, some of those should be finished. I don't think you're supposed to have 50 going at the same time.
That's true, but we know how it goes. So anyway, I needed a bunch more needle minders, and now I'm out of magnets, but my husband might be persuaded to pop down to Harbor Freight tomorrow and get some more bottles of them, and then I'll make a bunch more. Okay, I'm just excited.
And I have more yarn. Yarn. Look at this. It's chenille. Chenille yarn.
That's what it's called.
It's Yarn Bee again.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, velvety smooth sparkle. It's a sparkly navy chenille.
Like the night sky.
I love it. It's like so starry and beautiful.
Yes.
And I am going to crochet myself a teddy bear.
And I want to squeeze it.
Yeah, squeeze it.
I love them.
I'm gonna make
So
myself
soft.
something.
Yeah, she
I
has
was
been
thinking
giving all
how
her stuff away too.
Beautiful this would be as like an animal. Like you could do like a fox or a wolf or something in it. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, a bear. Because I've been really into teddy bears lately. I went through that phase, you know, where you get rid of a lot of stuffed animals and you're over the stuffed animals, and then you're back into them again.
And you're like, oh no, I got rid of all my stuff.
But I
became a big girl.
I never really cared much about teddy bears specifically, but now I love them for some reason. Just like a classic teddy bear. So I'm gonna make myself something, which is crazy. I know.
Yeah, we usually give them away.
Because the things I've tried to make for myself before, I have gotten distracted from, because I'm like, oh, there's no deadline, there's no birthday or Hanukkah that I have to get this done by, and then I just shove it in the back of my closet or bottom of my drawer and don't do it. Because
sad.
Where's my
incentive?
I don't have the same motivation.
Yeah.
But I really, really, really want like a night sky teddy bear. So I'm gonna make one soon.
And it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Alright, that's the haul.
Okay.
That's haul, folks.
So I have one more announcement which goes into plans. So I watched I think her channel name is Cross Stitch Bunny. It might just be Stitch Bunny. But she is doing a fundraiser for her kids' school. There's a big story about that. You can watch her latest FlossTube if you want to see it. But the point is, she is doing a fundraiser for her children's school because they need to desperately update the playground and everything. And so she's doing a very generous raffle. And because she has a website where she sells her stuff normally, and the raffle is on the website, it's stitchbunny.co.uk. She's even made a pattern for the raffle, because you can't just sell raffle tickets, you have to sell something. So you buy this pattern however many times you want for your raffle tickets. And it's a cute little pattern. We'll put a picture of it in. I just bought mine this morning, so I haven't kitted it. I haven't started it.
Are you kidding me?
You're such a goober.
So today.
So I haven't done any of that stuff yet, but I did want to pass the word because I do watch her FlossTube, and she has a really, really generous fundraiser. Like if you win, there's going to be, I think she said 3 winners. and it's a project bag. It's 3 pieces of hand-dyed fabric. I think 3 scissor keeps.
Just a bunch of stuff.
Scissors and a pattern,
you
like all
check it
kinds of
out.
stuff. You definitely should check it out. It's a great deal, and it's going to a good cause, which I'm a sucker for a good cause. So there's that. As far as an update for plans, I just want to go up. Yes, okay, so last time we filmed, I was way behind on my WhipGo goals because of the move. Yes, so many months behind. Well, just in the past 2 months, I have mostly stitched just for WhipGo goals. So I've caught up on June, July, August, September, and I am
almost October.
I'm over halfway done with October's goals. So to finish October, I have to stitch 4 more days on Weirdos and 4 more on the fungi book, which I'm doing and didn't show you because I haven't worked on it. I have to do 3 more days on the Murder Stitch Along and the Arctic Animal Stitch Along. And I have to do 5 days on the Wind Moon Fairy, which I didn't show you because I haven't done it. And then I'm literally just doing November, which November calls is completing a whip. So I have to turn a whip into a finished object. And then I have to finish a section. So I pick any project I'm working on and I say, this is the section I want to do, and then I do that section. So I am almost completely caught up with WhipGo. I'm very pleased with myself because as I make
it's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, so my October calls were actually to stitch 5 days on every gift and stitch 5 days on every stitch along project.
And she has had the sow fever this year.
So at the beginning of the year when I made these goals, I had 4 gifts. So 5 days on each of those when that number was called. But I only had 2 stitch alongs at the time. I'm now up to 8 stitch alongs and down to 2 gifts. So it's crazy. It's a lot. Whatever. The point is, I am almost completely caught up. I'm very pleased with myself. And after making so much progress, I celebrated it by deciding to officially do the 50 before 50, and I started those new projects. And that's not even the worst part. I have since kitted up 4 more projects to start, and I just bought that pattern this morning for the Stitch Bunny, and I'm going to kit it up and start it too. So yeah, I am seriously all in on starting everything before I'm 50. And I have a year or more still. So I got a year and a half left before I turn 50. I'm going to make it, I'm pretty sure. So, but yeah, so plans. I want to finish getting caught up on WhipGo. I want to start all the things that I've kitted. And I don't know how much more.
And I want to make myself a bear.
Oh yeah, I want to finish those socks.
I'm going to make myself a bear. I'm going to start some socks.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I'm going to maybe do a couple granny squares because I'm never going to finish this vest and it's going to haunt me for the rest of my life if I don't. And I'm going to just keep on stitching the limb. And maybe someday I'll be brave enough to look at the temperature again.
Oh my gosh, Gabby. Oh my gosh, you guys. You know what I just remembered?
What?
The retreat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh my gosh.
So, I've never gone to a retreat, but I was watching Harpy Stitch. She signed up for the Black Needle Society Frogwarts retreat in a box. And I was like, retreat in a box? What is that? And I looked it up, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It is all the stuff you would have at a retreat, but they mail you the box of stuff, and then all the events are online, which works much better. Not only, okay, come on, most stitchers are introverts. Y'all know that, right? But I'm not an introvert per se. I really like extroverted things, but travel with one vehicle in this family is not really possible when it's a long distance, you know, because what I'm going to drag them to the retreat with me, pay thousands of dollars for 3 of us just to have a vehicle. No, come on. So anyway, I went And I got their retreat in a box for Downton Abbey because I love Downton Abbey. And the retreat is on my birthday weekend. It like starts on my birthday.
Which of course is always around Passover as well.
So obviously we're going to have to prep everything for Passover so that on my birthday, when the retreat starts, I can do it. But I'm super excited. I've never gone to a retreat. I've never ordered a stitchy box.
And she was agonizing over this decision. Should I get it?
And what,
Should I get
guys?
it?
Come
Should
on.
I get it?
Yeah.
Gabby, what do you think? Honey, what do you think?
I literally did this until 4 days before the deadline to order your box because you have to pre-order
And every
it.
time I'm like, Mama, it's very obvious that you want this. Just order it.
But you know,
and then after she did it, she's like,
I have guilt. I have guilt. It's $150 box. I have never spent more than like $15.
That's less than a video game console.
It's also less than an actual
That's less
retreat.
than a used video game console.
Which is how I justify it. It's less than an actual retreat. There's no hotel needed. There's no food, no transportation. But I have to justify it. That's a huge expense for me. I've never spent that much money on a cross-stitch thing for myself. Ever. But I'm so excited. So,
and this is the same woman that has trouble spending her own birthday money on things for herself. So that doesn't help matters.
I know. You cannot give me money for my birthday because I'm straight up going to spend it on bills or food or something normal.
Or something for someone else.
Or that. So people have gotten really good at giving me gift cards, like my son, usually every birthday he gives me a Hobby Lobby gift card because I can't buy anything practical in a Hobby Lobby. So that's good. It's fun. But yeah, I do have a problem with that. But I'm really excited. I do still have guilt when I think about the expense, but I'm just hoping that this retreat will be so amazing that I'll be like, yeah, that was worth it. So
yeah,
we'll
retreat.
See. Retreat. I'm so excited.
Okay, that was it, right?
Yes, I think that was everything.
That was our plans. We set our plans.
We did haul.
We set our piece. We definitely did haul.
We made announcements.
We yapped for
fundraisers.
A long time.
We did. We're good at that.
Okay. Well, y'all.
Thank you for joining.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.